Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes Pluto TV has some movies where I'm like, all right.
I've never watched
giving it to me for free.
No Pluto.
But Requiem for a Dream, I got to tell you, I kind of expected to have to pay for Requiem.
When I looked up Requiem for a Dream free streaming, I saw like 7 options. It's on YouTube too. You could fucking watch it on YouTube. I was like, damn, that's fucking impressive. It really is fucking everywhere except for the places I thought it would be.
Sequilibrium.
There's a few things I noticed coming out the second watch or the latest watch.
Oh, really?
That don't make all that much sense, but I can make them make sense.
Yes, motherfuck!
Lay it on me.
So, I mean, we're at the end.
We need the bread.
Getting the money is not the problem, Harry.
What is the problem, for Christ's sake?
I don't know what I'm gonna have to do to get it.
He's getting ready to go to Florida. Fucking right before she goes in, or after she fucks that dude, but they can't score. So, while she's gone, he gets high. Drug addicts have backup stashes, so did he find something? It's just never explained why. How do you get high when you're having your girlfriend go sleep with somebody for money to get drugs if you have drugs? They specifically talked earlier, like right before that, about how they did all of their drugs the night before. And then it cuts back to Jared Leto sitting on the couch, like thinking about where she's at, squirming, freaking out, and then all of a sudden, he's getting high. That's the only thing in the movie that really got to me. Is there's like 2 or 3 times where if this town is completely dry, nobody can get anything, you actually have to go 3, 4, 5 states away to pick drugs up because you have absolutely none. How do you have those to stop and get high other than it's just connective tissue for the story to move along, especially at the end when they're on their way to Florida. They're going to Florida because there's nothing. You have to have something to put in that infected arm. Right. So now they have drugs, but they had no drugs. And it's been explicitly stated, we have nothing.
I mean, I haven't seen it in 23 years. So,
he started with pie, right?
And yeah, we all love pie.
This is insanity, Max.
Or maybe it's genius. I have to get that number.
Hold on, you have to slow down. You're losing it.
I think maybe even for a short while I was trying to convince myself that I liked pie more than Requiem.
Pie is really, really good, but it's not Requiem.
It's not Requiem. It's not even close.
And I'll like see something that reminds me of pie. It never just comes into my head. Like I'm like, oh yeah, pie.
The whole fucking television bit, I love that. I love the back and forth with the television and the money and how mom.
Yep, how he has an actual a ledger book for her TV.
Yeah.
That goes so many times.
Shit, man. That motherfucker started looking a little seedy, Jim.
What, are you particular all of a sudden?
Simply based off that, the fact that they're getting money off that television that regularly, what year would you set Requiem for a Dream in?
They get $20 every time they take it. So I would say if you're pawning that TV for $20, I'd say it's around the time they made the film. So I'd say probably 99, 2000. If you look at the top end TV set that he buys her after he starts stealing, that's a early 2000s, late 90s fucking top of the line setup.
And I want you to be happy. So I got your brand new TV set. It's gonna be delivered in a couple of days. It's from Macy's.
Oh!
That feeds into the fact that this guy probably shouldn't even have been giving them $20 for that television.
No, but he knows Sarah's coming back to do it every single time.
Yes.
Why don't you tell already the police? Maybe they could talk to Harry. He wouldn't be stealing no more the TV.
Mr. Rabinowitz, I couldn't do that.
She just wants her fixed. It doesn't matter if it's a old TV, a new TV, big, small. She just wants to.
Exactly.
She just
like happy.
Which is that running theme throughout the film, getting your fix.
Yep.
Which
everybody's addicted to something.
Relate to at all.
No,
but I can imagine being in that world and needing that fix.
Right. But I think one thing that I missed the first time, or for years viewing this, is how afraid she is of him at the beginning.
That struck me from the very first
I
time
never really
I saw
like. I knew that like I always noticed that, but when I rewatched it the other day, I was like, oh, there's like watching Ellen Burstyn. Like, yeah, there's a lot more to that than I like originally. For me, it was just like, okay, cool. She's worried, drug addict son coming in taking her shit, but there's like some legitimate, real fear behind those eyes. And if you go all the way through, once she gets on the pills, and at the very end, her drug is hope. And that's what like struck me, that it's such a dramatic move from fear to hope by the end.
It was a very hard movie to do, Requiem, because it was my first like real dramatic role.
Yeah, Marlon Wayans fucking killed this, man.
You would not expect that. You see him in a movie and go, oh, it's a comedy.
Yeah. Oh, what is this? Scary Movie 9?
Yeah, the thing about Ty's character, though, everybody, like, when he's talking to the dealer and getting more responsibility, they say, you're not a junkie, blah, blah, blah. And he always looks so put together throughout the whole movie. He's always, like, trying to be the voice of reason, but easily persuadable. Never looks strung out, nothing. And then when he goes to jail in Florida, you see just how deep he is in it, too. And it helps I understand a lot more about his character.
Yeah.
Going backwards in time, why he's so easily persuaded. Because he is just as deep in as everybody else. He just really holds himself together. And we all know people like that.
Right.
Oh, shit, you got a white driver.
When someone asks me, hey, what are some of your favorite movies? Requiem never fails to come to my mind.
No.
You know, it's just, that's why when you sent me that message, you said one of three. You said Requiem for a Dream,
Clockwork Orange,
or
was it Fight Club?
No, it wasn't Fight Club. I know that. I know it wasn't Fight Club.
You do not talk about Fight Club.
SLC Punk.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I just breezed. I like that movie, SLC Punk, but when you're giving me the option of Requiem for a Dream, A Clockwork Orange, or SLC Punk,
because I was in the car and I was quoting SLC Punk for whatever reason, it just kept coming up. Fuck you!
And again, I think there's a lot about this movie that probably is far more exciting the first time that you watch it, but that doesn't mean that repeated viewings you don't get either something different or something a little extra from it, or even from her performance.
No, I mean, I agree. This isn't a movie that you watch once and let go. One, it's going to stick with you. Yes. Two, there's so many details and just nuances of the performances that these guys give. If you've ever lived the life of an addict, especially, you can go through and you understand so much more on repeated viewings. So much more. Just, it helps with the character internalizing and just like knowing in their head what's happening.
It's a reason to smile. It makes tomorrow all right.
Yeah, Ellen Burstyn is fucking incredible in this movie. Really, everybody is.
What do they stick in red meat? I ate red meat. I ate red meat to the point where I would eat it slab right off raw. Love my meat. I turned it around. You need to be committed.
But
I remember watching the behind the scenes stuff on the DVD when it came out, which, do you remember how excited we would get about new DVDs being released? It's just so funny. You don't get the same kind of excitement. I don't care if you're our age or your kids that are just growing up with streaming. There's no way they're getting the type of excitement from seeing something drop on a streaming service that we got from watching the fucking bonus features on Requiem for a Dream.
Director commentary.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, it's absolutely fucking true. Absolutely true.
And then there was that scene where I was cleaning the house on speed, and it's one shot. I was cleaning the whole house, going from one room to the other as fast as I could. When you see it on film, it's even faster than what we were doing. But what we were doing was remarkably fast. It was exhausting.
She's wearing the red dress. Jennifer Connelly's character is wearing that red dress. Like that's what I've been thinking about for the last couple of days, is just trying to form a solid opinion. Like, why is that a thing, and what did he mean by putting her in the red dress at the end of the pier?